going on? Episode 16, right?
Yes.
Episode 16 of Straight Since 88. Now, it's 88. It's time to set them straight. You know what I'm saying? What song is that from?
No, I do not know.
Do you know what song that's from? It's 88. Time to set them straight. You know what I'm saying? You know?
I was going to say our theme song. It's from our theme song.
Sort of. Big Daddy Kane.
Okay, which
It's
song?
88. It's time to set them straight. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no half stepping. You ready?
If you had said
I'm
that.
Oh, the ain't no half
Yeah.
stepping part. I know that.
Rapper stepping
Is that
too.
that's at the beginning
They
of the song?
want to get some. But yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, this is episode 16 of Straight Since 88. And we are sponsored by G. Allen Incorporated. They've been around, y'all. They've been making embroidery, screen printing, apparel, and promotional products since 1994. They are dedicated to providing the highest quality service in promotional products, embroidery, screen printing, and apparel industries. Go visit I'mWithG.com. They'll hook you up. Now, when I say hook you up, they're going to make you pay.
Oh,
but
there's an
they'll
invoice.
give you a really good product.
price.
We are with G.
Yes.
So, we got our peoples here tonight.
Yes.
The Greens with the E, Marcus and Tracy Green. So y'all been married how long?
28 years.
28 years. They met at Lane College.
Yes.
You were
Repping
running
the
after
LC.
Marcus, right?
Yes.
You were running after him around campus?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Right.
Tell
I was like,
us how
wait
that
a
happened,
minute.
Tracy. We've heard his story.
Oh, have you heard his
No, I have
version?
not. I have not. I have not
Oh,
heard
you've
his
heard his
story.
version.
I have not heard his version. He didn't have a version.
You know. No,
I know he walked you back to your dorm.
He did.
That's the only thing I know.
He
Was
did.
he was walking with you, not following after you?
Well, yes, he did kind of follow
Did
after
he?
me.
All right, see, this story's gonna be good.
So we left the cafeteria, and a few friends of mine that I'd come to school with, we were sitting on the little stoop, and one of the guys from the football team came over. He said, "Hey, excuse me, can I ask you a question?" So he beckoned for me to come and to listen to whatever he had to say. Well, when I got up, he took my seat.
Oh.
So I was not nice.
I can't imagine you not being nice though. Seriously, I'm saying that seriously.
I was really angry with him.
Okay.
Because he was like 2 times my size. And
Just
like,
Bogart.
you're just a bully.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I told him some not
choice
so
words.
some choice words.
Yeah.
And he walks over and he's like, "Hey, you seem pretty angry. You probably need to cool off. You want to go take a walk?"
Smooth.
Oh yeah, he was. He was. He was what my mama warned me about.
He was concerned for
Okay,
your
go ahead, Tracy.
welfare. Okay.
So we walked off, and I was, just venting about, like, why would he do that? He's a whole senior, and I'm a
Right.
freshman. Who is this guy? And so he just started talking, and then told me where he's from, and he had, that New York accent, and I'm from St. Louis, so I was kind of enamored with the accent a little bit. Oh, stop!
All the stops.
But I told him, we were just friends,
Right, right.
And so we walked off and we went and found a place on campus and just sat and talked. And before I knew it, I was like, we've been gone a long time. My friends are probably worried. So he walked me back to the dorm, and then he just kept coming back.
Just kept coming back.
He just kept coming back.
New York accent. You didn't tell me that part. Well, you didn't tell me any of this story.
No.
You just told me about the walk. You
That's
just
right.
told-
Yes.
Just
I wonder what story
Are you in agreement with that? How that story
no,
goes?
that was very, very
That's
accurate.
very accurate.
Very, very
So
accurate.
we all 4 of us, we've been married around the same amount of time. We're around the same age. And so I was talking to my brother Oliver. Oliver gives me a lot of relationship advice and questions.
The younger
And
brother.
the youngest brother, one is 10 years younger. And he saw somebody from my neighborhood whose husband was gone on to be with the Lord. And he saw her in Food Line, and he said, she looked really happy. And her and her husband, they were married for like 30 years. He said,
Okay.
Nathan, she got like a tattoo on her back. Like, she looked really happy. She was getting like some
freer
choice
than he's
beverages.
ever
and
seen
stuff like
her.
that.
Okay,
He
okay.
said, he said, I'm not judging. He said, it's not the fact that she was happy, but she looked like too happy.
to not have a husband.
Not to have a husband.
Right.
So the question I want to ask y'all, because I already know my now, y'all remember when I talk is well in this is experience, and I don't give my personal opinion, but I'm gonna give my personal opinion.
Okay, you have an opinion about this one.
So if you went on to be with the Lord, I start you.
Oh, I want this one.
Yeah. If you went on to be with the Lord, do you want Tracy to be
happy?
I give you 3 categories.
Yeah.
Would you want her to be married again? Would you want her to be happy? Or would you want her to be okay and still missing you?
See, honestly, I know she will always miss me.
Okay.
So I could take that off the table.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
That's
So
good.
we throwing that one away.
Yeah, because if
Okay.
I'm gone and I'm no longer, because I love her so much, I want her to continue to be happy.
Okay.
So if she finds someone that can make her existence here, left on this earth, happy, sure, absolutely, I'm gone.
Okay. So let me ask you this. so you one of the labels we've used with you and both of y'all, because y'all doing things together. I hear all these plans as but y'all both being serial entrepreneurs. so with you guys not about to be, you're empty nesters.
Yeah.
So there's another level that y'all are going to. You sending me pictures of y'all at Home Depot. Y'all living it up. Y'all got to do something more than that.
Date night in Home Depot.
Date night at Home Depot.
Let's say your brand, your what y'all are doing with serial entrepreneurship is going to another level. Like, you want to be happy with somebody who's on that level, or could it be like a dude that he just coming like, hey, your ex-husband, your ex-husband, he was great.
Right. I don't have to do anything. Yeah. All the benefits.
All the benefits.
I'm gonna need her to take that one.
Okay.
I don't think he has to worry about that.
Uh-huh.
My standards are to a certain level.
Okay.
That it won't just be just
It won't
anyone.
just-
Okay.
I'd rather
I
be
like
by
that,
myself
Tracy.
than to have just anyone.
I like that.
So,
That's a good answer. That's
what
a good
about you,
answer.
Bill?
Oh, whoa. Thought we were talking to the
would you want
guests
me to
of
do?
the show.
What would you want me to do?
Well, I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure what I would want you to do.
Okay.
But I don't think you. I think it would be a lot for you at this stage of the game to find someone.
So are you saying I'm a lot?
I am saying I'm not sure there is anyone who is enough.
that's good.
To,
That's right.
at this stage of the
Yeah.
game, it would be like a lot of catching up.
Well,
I could leave a manual, but
well. I'm
cheat sheet.
gonna help you out,
yes.
and everybody else, I'm gonna help you out.
I already know what you're gonna say. You definitely don't want me to be happy.
Coretta
with
Scott
anybody.
King never got married.
That's
again.
right. I already knew that.
And
was
neither
coming.
did Malcolm X's wife.
Yep.
Because
Do we know if they had a friend? You know how back in the day.
see, there you go. There you get in that bit.
Share
Absolutely.
Pepsi with.
Because the name was bigger.
Yeah.
So
The brand.
like I want you to be happy.
Do you?
Because like if something happened to me, you would be the pastor of Now Church.
Okay.
Now, but there ain't gonna be no dude sitting on the
No
front row.
first gentleman.
No.
First gentleman.
No, first we don't use that. No. But ain't gonna nobody be, and he not gonna be out greeting people. Those are God's members that He's entrusted to us. So y'all better not be out there. Oh, hey, Lady T, new husband. No. So I want you to be happy,
Do you?
but by yourself.
Happy by myself. I
Yeah.
knew that was coming.
Sister Lockett,
Yeah.
carrying on the map.
Yep, you're right. She didn't remarry.
So I want you to be happy. I do want you to be in Food Line.
Right.
If you want to get a tattoo, you can do that. But yeah, man. Because if that's the case, then I'm gonna stop paying the mortgage. Because I'm like, look,
You're doing it for
gone.
somebody.
Yeah.
How you gonna pay the mortgage when you gone?
Right.
You going on
Because
to be a blog?
with Marcus's financial advice,
Right.
He's asked me this question. He's like,
Yeah.
B-Nate, what do you want to see in the last 30 years? I
do.
said, well, it depends on where my health is.
That's my fault.
And thanks, Marcus.
So with this insurance policy, let's start at the minimum.
You're gonna put in some
Cole is acing through college.
Okay.
And you being okay. He said, B-Nate, I know you want Lady T to get this sum. I said, am I here?
Do I get to partake?
I said, can I write a clause in this?
That's terrible.
Yeah, I want you to be happy.
Okay.
Like go jogging, swimming, do a podcast of love lost and everything. But yeah.
Wow.
I don't think I can get married again.
No, I don't think you could either. And I'm not saying that to boast of myself. I just honestly don't.
Yeah, you were gone for 8 days.
Yeah, I
and
just
the boys
feel
didn't
like
talk to me.
you would feel like it would be better to be by yourself. Like it would just be too much work.
Yeah,
I mean, it would have to be like somebody super like, okay, she can fit into this kind of thing.
Yeah, this is a
It'd be a
tight-
special
yeah.
person. Yeah.
Well, I did tell him.
okay.
I did say, if I did pass away, that it better not be within a couple of months.
Oh, that
I
part.
did
Because now
say
men
that.
are known for that.
Yes, I
Yes.
did say that. And I
And-
meant that. I told
So
him, I
what's
said,
the,
I'll
what's the time?
haunt you.
What's the time
And
limit?
I've
What's the
always
time
heard
limit,
it's the
Tracy?
person who brings the most food to the
At
house.
least
after
within
See,
a
that's a
service.
southern. That's
You need to
That
eat something.
casserole dish gets you every time. No.
what is it about the casserole dish?
I don't know. I don't know if it's how they bring it in.
You need to eat something.
Casserole.
You know?
How they switch away.
Exactly. Exactly.
A year.
Well, I did. Go ahead, Tracy.
At least a year.
A year.
At least a
Yeah.
year. And I think that that's fair. That gives, gives him
Stay a year
time.
for every year of marriage. At
You know-
minimum.
Like you guys are dog owners now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Certain breeds of dogs, they say that there are only one owner dogs.
Okay. Oh,
So
wow.
after something happened to that
like
dog, to the owner, that dog it will not
Now you
acclimate
preaching.
themselves
You are
into
preaching.
To a
another
new,
home.
right.
We have one.
I'm a
Wow.
one owner dog.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, what? I like that, Mark.
so I know what happened on that walk. Now that he came up with that quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's smooth talker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He knew what to say.
Now was that
When to
an
say
Arsenal or was that a freestyle?
No, that was freestyle.
That was freestyle.
That's
That was
straight off the hip
good.
there.
I
Nigga,
like
we
that.
But
fought the battle.
see, this is where back in the day you had to have games.
Yeah, they
you
have
made.
games.
They don't have that. They don't have
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No, they do not.
I almost messed up though
What's that?
because when I approached Tequila,
Well, you were younger too, so I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, what's your name? She said, Tequila.
And I asked him what his
And
name
she
was.
said, what's your name? I was like, man, come on, man.
Oh.
Yes, he did.
She said,
Yes, he
"Excuse
did.
me?"
And I said, if you don't want to tell me your name,
I said, you know who I am. She said, no, I'm asking your name. I said, look, everybody around here knows me. Don't
He did.
act like.
He
And she
did.
said, you know what? If you can't tell me your name and be more serious, I said, okay, yeah. Check this out. I'm sorry.
hold on. Oh. Yeah.
Can we start over? Yes.
You realize she was really serious.
Yeah, she was really serious.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you did. But you knew who I was, though. Come on, Nate. Let's concentrate.
Whatever. I took my books to
you know
the
what?
basketball game.
We're about to be married for 28 years. Tell the truth. Did you know who I was for?
I did not know your name. I didn't know your name, but I knew
Of
yes,
him.
right.
She had heard of
Yes.
you.
Okay,
Yes.
what did you know about me?
Not a whole lot.
Oh, come on. There's no way.
I was new to the school. There was no social media. People didn't have cell phones.
Buckets.
Come on, Nate. Concentrate. That was a real cheer, wasn't it?
It was a real cheer.
You didn't know who I was.
Not at the time you were.
She was not impressed with
asking me
anything
who
that I was doing that impressed anybody else.
Yeah.
Like I was like, hey, when the game is over, like everybody, when we win, everybody comes
for
out.
them.
She's like, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
She was so unimpressed. She could not tell you when I played football
Really?
at all. Now, our team just went to Hall of Fame. We're pretty good.
The team you were on.
Are you a cheerleader?
I got a Hall of Fame.
Tracy, hold on. Tracy, you a cheerleader?
I was.
She was so clueless
Wow.
at all.
Wow.
To this
What's
day,
his
she-
number? Right. Which one are you in this picture?
I was really serious about cheering.
Yeah.
And
You were
I was
locked
not,
in.
I was locked then. I was
Yeah.
not trying to
No
find
distractions.
I
Right.
was not doing all
Yeah.
that. You know,
Yeah, it
we
was-
turn around. We got a 1st and 10. Let's do it.
That's
you know,
right.
that was it.
That was it. That's right, Tracy.
Tracy was like
Stay
this.
on the program.
So,
Yeah.
so I saw this question, and I want to let y'all know that Marcus and I have already discussed these questions.
Set up.
Disclaimer.
I guess
No,
it is kind of
it was a disclaimer.
kind of set up.
Is that what that is?
And y'all can call this cap or no cap. All right. We usually do cap or no cap on here. We only do one. And I saw this thing said the higher your calling, the more limited your options are for a spouse. And calling, that could be, somebody could think ministry, but I'm talking about whatever you're called to do, whatever you feel like God has placed you on this earth to do, whether it's being a teacher, business, ministry, whatever. But they said the higher your calling, the more limited your options are for a spouse. What do you think?
That may be true. And I guess I would say maybe just based on the exposure you have to people you would want to date, right? Or want to be in a relationship with. So those circles may be smaller depending on, you said higher, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if we're talking income or whatever it is. I think there is maybe a pool of people that you're around. I mean, like, I don't think I would be exposed to dating a lot of Italians because that's not an environment that I'm around, right? So I don't really, you know what I'm saying? So I think with that, if you are in a certain tax bracket, those maybe are the people that you're around the most, unless you do, I don't know.
Okay.
But I would say yes.
What about
I
you,
would say
Mark?
yes.
I'm torn in that regard because, a part of me says, yes, I agree. The higher you excel, the lower your pool is. But I think that's really from a gender perspective.
Okay.
Agreed.
Males,
That's
Males will
true.
choose.
Yes.
there has been numerous occasions where you see the top affluent
You're right,
male
Marcus.
go and marry someone from Waffle House.
Yeah, you're right.
That is a
Maybe not Waffle House.
No. Tiger
Maybe.
Woods' wife worked
yeah.
at Waffle House.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
So
And they had children together.
because it's like for a male, it's my money is our money. For a woman, her money is her money. And so if you don't have your own, we can't even get together.
Right.
But a man,
it's like you're not on my level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a man, they naturally want to.
That's a good point.
Provide for a woman and things of that nature. So it ain't the same for men than it is for women.
So is that more or less like wherever I am, I can bring that person with me?
That's how men think. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no. So no.
Tiger did.
No, but see, a man, I'm not getting with a spouse because of their financial.
Okay.
Most men don't ever look at a woman or a female for what financially that they can bring to the table. I say most men.
I
Now
hear
you got a difference between men and males.
Right.
A
Right.
man does not predicate himself on what the financially a woman can do.
Okay.
So
Are you saying women do?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about that?
I was thinking the exact same thing. I think it's gender because there are so many women who would say, well, he's got to at least have these amount of figures or he's got to have
Women
this
say it.
degree. Whereas a man will say, well, no, hey, I can help you get that degree. That's fine. You know, are you nice to me? Are you a
Right.
good person?
Right.
But a lot of times women feel, a little, I won't say that, but they feel like, you've got to be at least at my level or higher. I don't agree with that.
So I guess when I think about higher calling, just like Tequila alluded to a couple of minutes ago. She's like, if something happened to me, it would probably be hard, very hard for somebody to plug in with what it takes to be a wife, a mother, a counselor, a friend, a confidant, all that, because all that comes with being married to me.
Right.
It's so to find somebody that's going to be very limited, because I don't know if somebody would be willing. It limits the pool, because I don't know if somebody would say, "Hey, I gotta ask you a question." Okay, Nate, what is it? Are you doing something? I was, but so the Lord is talking to me about this and 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 this. Or for somebody on a Sunday morning,
Right.
where I went to the gym to get my last part of studying in, she's trying to get ready. She's ironing the boys' clothes. They can't find a sock. She's trying to get her hair done and da. But I need her to ask me, "Hey, is your message ready?" Yep. So that's open door for me.
Right.
I'm going in.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, check she was in Italy, and I was like, "Hey, I'm coming from Numbers chapter 11. What I'm going to talk about is being caught in the rain, starting out somewhere and it starts raining. Do you go da? I said, look at that scripture and tell me what you see. Now, she's 6 hours ahead of time.
Right.
But because that's our routine,
Right.
like I need somebody like that, or she's consistent all the time. I'm overly consistent. She's consistent. So I needed somebody. So I was like, "Yo, do you have like a bad day?" And she's like, "I do." And I said, "Really? Like, what does that look like? You know, do you ever get a headache?" "I do." "Like when?" You know, because, and so I think those options are small according to what God has called me to do in life. And there had to be somebody. So my options are, just like I may call Tracy. "Hey, Tracy, let me ask you something." I couldn't be married to somebody like, "Tracy who?" "Tracy Green." "Yeah, I call Sharon. "Oh, what you doing calling them?"
Right.
"Y'all sound like y'all were laughing." Well, I was asking her some questions about the podcast. Those options are limited.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Those are limited. So what do y'all think about that?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I could see that. However, I do have a question. here.
Okay.
Okay.
So, was she always that way, or did she have to grow into that?
She was always that way.
I knew he was.
I think, you know what? It's crazy that, and I'm like, you asking me questions too.
Yeah.
It was, we were in a car the other day and y'all got teenage boy. And Cole said, "Hey, like, when did you know mom was the one?" Which is really weird coming from somebody 16. I was like, "Boy, you got something to tell me."
They thinking about
I
it.
love it.
And
love
I
it.
said, "From the first day." He said, "Really?" Because I fell in love with her, but then I had to see everything that came with her. So it couldn't just be a shallow thing.
Right.
Because in my mind, like I knew, not that I was going to be a preacher, but I kind of knew what was going to entail being with me. And she fit that. Like she's nice all the time. So I needed somebody who's going to be nice all the time. Like with her just going to Italy, and some of the sisters were calling and checking on me and say, "Hey, Pastor Nate, you good?" And their husbands too.
Yeah.
And again, that's my point too.
Right.
Like I have to correct that for them, not for her.
Right.
What sisters were calling you?
Right.
What sisters checking on you? Because she didn't flinch. She didn't like, who's calling? But they were like, "Hey, did you get the list of stuff done in the house?" And I was like, "Some of it."
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, when she come home, she gonna go off on you." And I was like, no. They're like, yes, because the way I talk about her,
Yes.
I'm like, no, she's not.
Right.
Well, why you say that?
We-
Because she wouldn't be married to me.
Right. That's not.
We don't
that's
have
not
that kind of
our
relationship.
She come in, "What? And I been gone 8 days?" Oh.
That is not the way to.
That's not, but what happened is I told her I was going to do something.
Yeah.
I was going to get something done. And her and the kids mocked me behind my back.
We did, which
They laughed at me.
made him even more.
Marcus, they
Did you
laughed.
get it done?
I did.
You did.
They laughed
That's
at
what I'm
me.
talking about.
So
You
then I
put the
called
smack
her
down on
and
me.
I said, hey, I have not gotten my list done.
Right.
She said, Nate, you know what? I didn't have any expectations.
Oh, that's a dagger.
I didn't, when you said that, if you got it done,
Yeah,
you
I was
did,
like-
but I didn't really have any expectations. Look, I'm getting,
Nate, look, I'm getting them too.
I said, oh Lord.
I'm
Oh,
getting
Lord.
it for you.
Oh Lord.
That's challenge right there.
That's challenge.
You had to take
I
that.
had to get it done.
Yo,
Cole
boy.
comes in there. He said, dude, you did it. you did it. I can see your chair.
Yeah.
You did. Like, yeah, you really, and we didn't help you because we didn't want to, but you got it done. He said, does she know? I said, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
She doesn't know. And he's like, can I take a picture? I said, no. So when she come home yesterday, I said, hey.
Yeah.
So she probably thought, like, he's not happy to see me.
You were upstairs for a long time.
I sat beside my work.
You didn't give him what you
And to say, oh my God.
But Tracy, what would have ruined it? Like, oh, do you want some applause for that? That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you think that's something I do all the time. And you want me to?
Yes.
See, that's how I know I married the right one.
Right.
Because then I would have said, oh, okay.
All them clothes up. Throw them back.
So when they explain it like that, do y'all have the same perspective of a higher calling, or
No, yeah, that, and it goes back to my analogy, you know, that one dog owner, right?
Yeah.
So to that, from what you're saying, I know I'm a mess. I am like, man, I'm totally a mess. And for her to put up with me with grace, there's no person, I don't think, that will take all of what I do.
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah,
Now you'll take this little bit, this little bit,
Right.
this little bit, but all of that.
Right.
She does it with don't flinch, no malice in her heart,
Does
because
that make you work harder though?
That part.
it does.
The grace makes you work harder.
I
I tell
mean-
sisters that all the time. Extending grace from a woman to a man, it makes you like, dang, like she kills it.
Yeah.
And she just asked me to, like, what the heck?
Yeah.
What do you feel about that, Tracy?
I agree that
That I'm a mess.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
We
Why don't
all are
y'all
a work in
high-five each other and
progress.
say they're both a mess. Go ahead. Go ahead. Y'all want to agree? Go ahead.
It's okay.
It's a setup.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No, hey,
we didn't discuss this part. We didn't discuss this part, I
It is
promise.
totally okay.
You're a good mess though. Like brownie batter. You know, how you want to lick the spoon after Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Good mess.
Good.
I just see it as, you know, I signed up for this.
Yes.
So
Definitely.
it is,
Yeah.
as he says, he's a mess, is my mess.
Right.
And so it is
I
what
love
it is.
that.
And, you know, we all fall short.
Yes.
So
You've gotten into my next question, but I want to ask you one more question before we get to the next one. The sign up. So because you and I are in the same group. This is the group. We've tout how great our wives are.
100%.
That we married up.
100%.
That they are just, it's Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and then it's them.
100%.
And that is something that comes out of our mouths all the time. Because we know. We've talked about it.
She's the best person I know.
We both messy. Yeah. And they put up. So then we have this other thing going on. You know, we both dark skinned.
Oh my
That part.
goodness.
So does it ever bother you? Because it doesn't bother me. But so sometimes with men talk about how great their wives are, it can be like Lady and the Tramp. Like you can't do anything.
Right.
Like
Self-deprecating kind
yeah,
of.
you know,
I ain't busted now.
yeah.
Right.
Let's
You're
get
a prize too.
Let's get that. I
Yeah.
mean, but
Yeah.
I really do think that she amplifies, and because if I didn't have her in my life, I don't know where I would be.
Absolutely.
I would
Same here.
probably be. I don't even want to mention what I would be doing. Really.
No
Yeah.
say.
Don't say it.
No say.
I mean,
Don't bring it up.
the morality that she brought to my life because it wasn't really that the compass wasn't compensating.
Yeah.
So she helped me in that regard. So I mean, I would be remiss if I didn't tell her how special she has been to me and helping me kind of.
So what happens in our situation sometimes is she gets on me.
I do.
She's like, Nate, you have to stop.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? She's like, because people think, because one of the things in our culture, which is why, you know, I am the way I am with my boys, anything that's, now I'm not from Piscataway or Yonkers or New York, where you're from. You know, I'm a Southern boy, but we can thug it out too.
Sure.
And so because of I'm always talking about her, she's like, Nate, you gotta stop. And I was like, why? And she's like, you made good grades in school too.
He did.
And I'm like, yeah. She's like, but people gonna think like you didn't do your schoolwork because you get up there and you tell a story about being somebody's smart lab partner, but you do the answer too. I'm like, yeah. And then you're always talking about, you know, the die and this. Like the mothers come up in church and say, you look nice today. I said, thank you. Lady T picked that out. I'm like, no, she didn't. She didn't.
I can really dress myself.
Look, I can dress myself.
And so she's always like, Nate, you have to stop. I'm like, yo, I don't care.
Right.
And she's like, I know, but you know, people just think, I'm like, I don't care, but I'm not going to, like, I don't feel like I have to build myself up or put myself down to show I'm equal with her. If they think she's the only smart person out, I don't care. Because she runs everything financial, she's much smarter than you.
Right. Okay.
She says, Nate, if there's anything that you don't know, it's because you don't want to know it.
That's true.
It's not because I can't.
Right.
It's like, but you have to. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna talk about myself to make these people think this dark-skinned boy with locks is not smart. Like, I don't care. You don't. That's call it the end of the day. Have you ever?
Yeah. For me, I only live for those people in those four walls of my house. I could care less about anybody on the outside looking in because they ain't adding nothing or just taking away anything. Right. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I could really, really, when I say care less about it, I mean, really, and she'll be the first one to attest that.
We have a conversation about this every week.
We do.
Nate, you have to stop.
And that's his answer.
Well, if somebody thinks
I don't care,
there's no way I made good grades because I like Wu-Tang, like, I'm, like who cares?
Yeah. Right.
Or because you say fixin'.
Yeah.
Or we finna.
Right.
Oh my God. Lady T say English, man. She probably gives him an English book at home. I don't care. What do you think about that, Tracy?
I mean, I feel like he often does kind of say things, but I feel the same way as far as I really don't care either. It's like you don't affect my life on a daily basis.
That's good.
You know, so why do I really care about what you think about me or us?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I think it speaks to also because people love her. And what I do, I need people to love her. Like this lady at the gym has not talked to me in 8 days.
Oh, you know, we actually texted
because she
today.
was gone.
Because she was gone.
Yeah.
And today she walks back in, and the lady is about to fall off of the tree. And I'm thinking to myself, yes, I got a good one. Because I want people to love her.
Yes.
And I think if you have a spouse that is really good at something they do, Like you can't have an ego.
No.
You know, you can't be like,
I'm over here too.
y'all, let me bring my report card. Let me show you my report card from 8th grade. Like I'm really smart too. Let me speak Spanish. La guitarra, Puerto Rico, Garlicia loca. Empieza el llanto de la guitarra. Es inútil cargarla. See, I'm smart too. Like, no, I need y'all to like her.
Right.
And I think that's where people fail sometimes in making themselves like a good team. But one of the things that you talked about, and Bishop Thompson was talking to me about this the other day for as far as ministry. And I think a lot of people, not like a lot of people, I don't know if it's a lot of people. I hate when people say this to two people. It's like, everybody
Everybody
But there's wanting to be married, and then there's a weight that comes with marriage.
Okay.
So he was saying in calling in a ministry, I got called, but then there's a weight.
When you say weight, as weight in time or weight in pressure?
Weight and pressure, W-E.
Okay.
So like,
okay.
if the Lord says, hey, I need to talk to you at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's not like you're like, hallelujah, I'm up, praise God, you know. Right. But he's like, yo, good gracious, I got to be obedient. It's 3:00.
Right.
Or missing a lot of stuff that your kids do.
Sure.
Or every Sunday, you know, we go on vacation, we're going to be back before Sunday.
Yeah.
Like there's a weight. And so I asked, and being a father, there's a weight.
Oh, no doubt.
Being a mother, there's a weight. I don't know what I'm not one. You know, balancing stuff and getting kids there and trying to balance being a wife and being you know, still doing your own thing. Because I think that people should have their own thing and balancing all that. That's a weight. And I think that sometimes what can happen is people's like marriage is something I want to do. This is good, but they don't know the weight of it. I think a lot of times people, I'm called into ministry. Yeah, I get it, but there's a weight. It's not just I get a social media, I get an Instagram, I get to do videos. There's a weight on you. There's a weight on the family. That's why I said that the dynamics of who you can make it gets smaller because you're carrying the weight of ministry and you're being a wife and you're being a mother. So if somebody was saying, hey, not thinking, but my desire is to be married, we'll start with you, Tracy. What would you say a weight is?
A weight, I would say, is society's view of you being a wife and mother.
Okay.
I knew when we were talking about marriage that there were certain things that I wanted. And I asked him, you know, so how do you feel about me working when we have children, or how do you feel about, you know, me staying at home? And he didn't know it, but that was the question that was going to end or make it or break it.
Right.
And he was very, I'm assuming, very honest in his. I don't know if he knew the gravity of.
No, he was naive. So
okay, he was naive.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
So he said, "Well, I think it's, you know, your choice, whatever you'd like to do." And for me, that was, I think, what kind of propelled us to keep going forward. Because if he had said to me, "Oh no, I need you to work because I need you to take the load too," that would have been a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
If he had said, "Oh no, I want you to stay at home and raise my 1,000 of kids," that would have been a deal breaker for me. But by him saying that it was my choice, I felt free to say, let's keep going forward, you know. Absolutely. But I think society's norms, you know, kind of, you know, you have to tell the person that's wanting to get married, stop worrying about what society's saying.
That's so
But what would you say
for
with you personally? Because I think even though you're married to men who do different things, I think it's similar. But like, what would you say? Hey, if you're thinking about being a wife and you're thinking about being a mother, like you got to be strong you got to be able to push some weight to do this. This is going to be some sacrifice. So this is going to be some sacrifice.
Absolutely.
So what would you say?
I would say, it's very good for you to have all these goals of how you want to interact as a mother, as a wife. But just know that you can't have it all at one time.
Okay.
And that's almost like cursing in today's society.
So what would you say is the weight?
To a woman, you can't have it all.
It's at one time.
At
one time.
That's
you
key.
can,
that's
because
key.
you can have it in different stages, but not at one time.
That's, I think, really what Tracy is saying, or at least the way I'm hearing it, my response would be similar in that the weight would be timing. I think society does present, at least to women, that there are expectations that she should have of her husband, not just even of herself, but like what it's going to mean to be married to just a man in today's world, right? And so there is this sense of, oh, this person, I'll have companionship. People love to say, I'll have a partner, or and those things are true, but there, I think, is a timing. And, when you hear people say 50-50, I don't necessarily personally think that is true, because it can be 50-50 at any given time. It might be 60-40 one day.
Absolutely.
It might be, it depends on what the expectations.
But give me some specifics. So I'll give you a weight.
Okay. Give me.
So a weight, one of the weights is making sure I provide for my family.
Okay.
That's a weight.
Yeah.
Because we have you can't, then number 2, you can't be selfish.
Yes.
That's a weight. Then number 3 is trying to make sure you're good. Mm-hmm. Now these are weights. I'm trying to do all these at the same time.
Right.
So you're trying to provide, and then
I mean, this might just be me personally. That's a hard, I might not call them weights, but they are.
Okay.
Right?
And that's what I thought about.
Because I feel like women, maybe we see that as just like a part of the job.
Oh, I'm about to get you.
Are you about to get me?
Yeah. So, okay. So what about the day you went into the bathroom and you locked the door? And I opened the Tracy, I want you to hear this. This is what I feel like.
Okay.
And I think what both of y'all are saying is what my initial thing was to Bishop too.
Right.
Because I don't see ministry and people as a weight.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't come to church like, oh my God, these people are so heavy.
Right.
But there's things that I have to do. So she went into the bathroom and locked the door. And I was like, hey, are you taking a shower? She's like, no. I said, are you using the bathroom? She said, no. I said, what are you doing? And I was like,
oh my gosh.
I was like, unlock the door. So she unlocked the door and the lights were off. Mm-hmm. And she had a candle lit. I'm like, dude, what are you doing here? Like, are you okay? She said,
this is my spa moment.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's a weight. You don't really get those as a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You're not going to get, so that's the type of stuff I'm talking about.
Okay.
Not that you're like, and you like, just forget it.
Yeah, I did. It's
like,
that moment.
But that stuff changes,
the
right?
moment is gone.
So like
turn the lights on.
28 years ago, you asked me this question is different than from today.
Present day, yeah.
Right? So like when I just was mentioning to Tracy, I was naive. I was naive to the fact of a lot of those marital weights. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know they really existed.
Mm-hmm.
So now 28 years later, yeah, you can, it's almost like every year it got something got a little heavier. Mm-hmm. Something got lighter in one area, something got heavier in another area. So those things that you just mentioned, 100% I agree.
And I'm pushing you two because as two couples, we're basically the same people. and so the reason why I'm pushing you two is because you love what you do as being a wife and a mom. And you wouldn't, I think what I was talking about, what I need as
Right.
a wife, and the same thing. And it's kind of like, I don't want to voice that because it's something I enjoy doing.
Right.
And so it's kind of like y'all like, I'm not going to say that because I enjoy doing it. But you can enjoy doing something that's heavy sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was asking y'all. It wasn't like I'm telling you, oh, you're wrong. That's not what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like you lock yourself in the bathroom, you needed some time.
Right.
So you know what? My time is divided because I'm doing
Right.
stuff I like doing. So I'm not pushing y'all like, look, he asked me a question, I answered it. It's because y'all are so dope.
Exactly.
You don't want to verbalize.
No.
Okay, girl, let me tell you. First of all,
Oh, right here. List of
so that's the only reason I'm pushing y'all.
Sure.
So I didn't want it to be like, you know,
fair.
yeah.
Yeah, because I definitely, I don't, like I said earlier, I would not.
But y'all are not gonna do it. Y'all just who y'all are.
I just can't. I can't do that. I don't know.
Tracy, let's try one more time. He's not gonna do it.
Territory,
It does.
right?
But I think it's pressure, like to know what my kids are gonna do in life.
Yeah.
And it may just be the type of thinker I am and feel like I've done the most to help them achieve that.
Yeah.
And split that between ministry and this. Like I lay awake at night and I tell her, like, my boys don't know how to ride a bike.
So, but I think
That's a weight
for you
to be a good dad, because I don't, not that like I hate doing stuff for them, but I'm just kind of like, man, where did I miss it?
So I feel
We've all missed it.
Right.
Oh yeah, what's your saying?
We've all
What's your
missed it,
saying?
yeah.
What'd you tell me? What'd you tell me?
I don't know which
You said
saying?
my husband said, and I didn't agree to him.
They're gonna have to lay on the couch about something.
Right. Right.
I said, oh, why would you
This is
say
their
that?
therapy moment.
But I mean, we all miss it at times.
Yeah.
And as good as we think we may be doing life, parenthood,
Yep.
couple,
Yep.
dumb, we still miss it.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
you know, sometimes when you think about those pressures, they come in stages of your life. And I just often tell myself, when I start feeling those pressures,
Yeah.
this too shall pass.
Right.
And it does.
Right.
Okay.
And then there's another stage.
Yeah.
Another pressure.
Uh-huh.
But this too shall pass. We have to keep moving. We
That's
can't
dope.
stay stagnant in that moment
Great.
of
That's so good.
thinking about that pressure.
Yeah.
Because that will, you know, for a lot of people, make them stay in that spot.
Yeah.
Stagnate
Just
them.
stuck.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
stuck.
I'm gonna say something about pressure.
Okay.
Right? And I don't want the listeners to misunderstand what I'm about to say.
Dun, dun,
right?
dun.
So on the pressure, it is how you receive and perceive that pressure. So in our marriage, I was ready to have kids. I wanted to have kids. And she was just like, no, we're not financially ready. And I just said, come on, let's have kids. And she said, okay. You need to make X amount of dollars before we even think about having a kid. That pressure propelled me to go to work.
Right.
Boy, did I go to work. I got it. You ready?
Presentation. Here it
We
is.
had the first kid.
Yeah.
Then I said, you know what? I want a second kid. She said, okay, this is what you need to do. I said, oh my God. The pressure. So the pressure really propelled me to another level. And that's where like people can perceive pressure. See, I look at pressure like as a positive thing, as it made a diamond.
Yeah.
Pressure on that piece of carbon can make a diamond.
That's true.
Or it could make still a lump of coal. But for me, it just propelled me to kind of lock in and get it done. So she applied some good pressure.
Yeah, I think like with me, it's like sometimes I think like, and I have to protect her from herself. Like before she went to Italy, she wanted to put up these beds that we got the boys. Now I can't do that.
Right.
That's just not in my wheelhouse. Right. So she's like, okay. I'm like, you packed? Mm-hmm. She said, yeah, I packed. I did this. 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 She's like, I'm going to put up the beds. I'm like, no, you're not.
He did.
And because I'm trying to protect her, because when I get when I do an inventory, like, dang, she does so much. And I'm like, you do so much. I said, Nate, you do too. I'm like, quit. Hey, stop it. Just stop. So she said, I'm going to put up the beds before I leave. I can get it done. Mm-hmm. And I said, you're not, and you can't. Mm-hmm. She said, are you asking me?
Right.
Or you're telling me? I like, no, I'm telling you. You're not.
He did.
And it wasn't as a Lord over you, but I'm like, yo, you got so many weights and so many things you're trying to do. I'm trying to protect you. Mm-hmm. Like if I tell her you're not going to do it, I'm doing it because I'm like, yo, you can't, you running low. And even though you're still smiling, like you can't do it. Right. You got to catch a plane at 3:00. But I can get these beds done at 1. I'm like, no, like, what are you doing? Oh my God, I can get the beds done at 1. And listen, okay, here's the Tupperware, here's the stir fry, here's the spaghetti, here's 3 boxes of cereal. She ran to Walmart, here, Goldfish. Like, this is really going on. I'm like, yo, chill out. Here are the carrot dogs. So here's the chili. Here's the slaw. And I said, yo, no, you're not. You're not. I left the house, Tracy, for an hour. Beds are up. And I'm like, dude.
So that was your motivation.
So for me now, productivity, I measure productivity as, okay, that is, I guess, the pressure for me. So I prefer to feel productive than to not. And so in that same way, like you're saying, looking at the stages, even of your kids' lives, whereas you see that as a weight, and it is a weight, but
because I want to be a good dad.
I probably handle it differently. So then he is thinking about, okay, what are those things that they need to maybe know or do before I am saying, oh, these are the things you need to know and do. Guess what? We're going to do them today, and we're going to have
in the next 3 hours. I'm like, what in the world?
It's here's your playlist on Spotify. I need you to run those scales and learn those music lines. Cole, what do you like in life? That for me is, if I am not being productive, then I think that's the weight. Like if I feel like there is some kind of stagnation coming, then I'm like, oh my gosh, we're wasting time. Like make the most of every moment,
So then I'm trying to, like, if she's bench pressing, I'm trying to take one of the plates off.
Right.
Like, dude, like so if I tell her you're not doing this, it's only for protection. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, so-and-so's having a baby shower. I gotta worry about. No, you're not. You're not going. Well, Nate, I can just, no, you're not. Hey, you want me to call him? Right. I'll tell him you're not coming.
He will.
And it's kind of like, yo, you got 3:15 up there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me take this off.
Right.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. I ain't going to the baby shower.
Right. Now, he's not going to go. He is not going.
Yeah, but you're not going. Right. And tell them I said you're not going. Right. Because you can't, I guess from my perspective, I see the weight.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. You don't want her to overextend herself.
Yeah. Right.
Tracy, I asked her today. She got back and I said, hey, it's a lot of envelopes that came in the mail. She said, yeah. I like, were any of them bad?
I didn't open them. He sure did. He stacked them right up on that counter.
That's a weight. You came on vacation.
Even the ones with his name on them.
I didn't even open them.
I don't open any mail.
So is that a weight for y'all? What about you, Tracy?
Me.
Yeah, sometimes it's a weight for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Having to pilfer through the mail. I mean, thankfully, I've found checks,
Right.
But
surprises.
Things that I know that's important. I remember one time we had a check sitting there for about 90 days. Mm-hmm. And he was upset about it. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, it had your name on it.
Right.
And he says, well, I don't check the mail. Uh-huh. And I said, well, I will start bringing the mail to your office.
That doesn't help.
It doesn't help. It doesn't, because it will sit there.
In his office.
It will just sit there. Uh-huh. And so then I go through the mail and I pull out things
Yes.
that I think is important,
Right.
and hand it to him, and then he's like, "Oh, yeah, I was looking for that." But yeah, that's because it tends to be a big pile of mail sitting there, and before you know it, the desk is full,
Yeah.
and it just looks, cluttered.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: is there ever a time that you may not say outwardly, but you feel like this is a lot, and not in a bad way? I don't want y'all to, and I have to keep saying
You want
that.
us to be free in our response.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I
I
know
mean,
what you're saying.
I mean,
To be
he's like,
honest.
God, I have a whole lot to do. Like, this is a lot. And not that you're thinking, I don't want to do this anymore.
Right,
or look at him over there. He taking a nap. He gonna study. And he talking about he got yeah. But is there ever time you like from the conversation, is apparent that y'all don't show it outwardly.
Sure.
But I'm saying like inwardly, is there ever a time you kind of like, wow, this is a lot?
I think that's just human, right? Right.
I'm asking you as a wife. You gotta
okay,
you gotta be honest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What is that? So what are you thinking when you feel like that?
Exactly. I don't know if everyone heard the audience response, but I personally will say that you just have
See, dog, you know the thing about it is because
through.
we've been married so long,
Yeah.
I know. So this is what I can answer for you.
Okay, do that.
So when we were having Cole, okay.
Oh, well,
Because okay, thank
so
you.
you
But not too late.
no, it's not.
Okay, go ahead.
So
but you gotta
I
be.
think you address the matter, right? So in that particular, you're talking about when I was very pregnant with our third child, and I just didn't think you were ready.
No, that's not what happened.
Okay, tell me.
Because we were staying down the street from them.
Yeah, we were.
I asked you, I said, what's wrong?
Yeah.
I said, you look frustrated.
I did
and you said, I am.
Yeah.
I.e., wait. And I said, okay, so tell me what's wrong. I really want to know. You said, well, Nate, I asked you to get the crib put up.
Right.
You haven't. I said, you're right. I asked you to move that dresser out of there. You haven't. I said, you're right. And I asked you to get the room painted. And you haven't done that. I was like, okay, yep, those three things, you're right. And then you said, I'm very pregnant. So in my mind, I'm thinking, like, yo, I feel you, but you 4 months. Like, we still got 5 months. I'm going to get it done. But you let me know you were not happy about that. You said, and I'm very pregnant.
And I think, again, that's my personality because of my need to be productive. Right. So I feel like once something is presented, let's just go ahead and do that.
But the wait was, you said,
your personality.
I'm warming up my own car.
Yep.
You said, we stay in a lot of steps and there's ice on them.
Yep.
And you said, I feel.
I did use the F word.
She said, I feel like I'm parenting by myself.
I did say that.
That's a weight.
Now so you felt the pressure of that, right?
So, but I think that was a weight because you said, I'm doing this, and I'm carrying a baby.
Yeah.
And then you said, one of the things you taught me, you said, I can take care of all of this.
Yeah.
But if I have to take care of myself too, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything you got, anything the kids got, anything that needs to be in this house, I got it.
Yeah.
But when I got to put me on there too,
right.
That's a mess.
To be fair to the listeners, as Marcus said earlier, to be fair.
She's going to fix that I just messed up.
But I do think that is generic, yes, but also very specific to who we are as a couple, in the sense of that was one of the things that was most attractive to me about Pastor Nate, even, he wasn't Pastor Nate at the time, was just he was a person of his word. What he said is what he did. And so a lot of that stability was not something that I necessarily had seen from a man. And so that for me was, oh, that's top on the list. Check, double check, right? So at this point in our lives, at this stage of marriage, there was, some faltering in that type of stability to feel like I can do all of these things as long as I also know I don't have to think about the things that I really probably should be doing for myself, because he was already that person doing that. But
have y'all ever had to have that type of conversation?
I can't recall, but he may say something different.
Not directly like that per se, but I know we have had conversations whereas I have not lived so much up to the bargain, my side of the bargain, and she has kind of called me on certain things that I should be doing that it kind of shook me to my core and woke me up to say, okay.
Now, were there things that you didn't know to do, or things you had to learn to do? And I know I'm giving a lot of examples, but I'm just really good with it's just what I hey, you look frustrated. Okay, so just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. Okay, Nate, I'm gonna teach you something. All right, what's up? If I have to stop and tell you, then I might as well do it myself. So then I learn how to look for stuff to do. But I think, well, so what I'm asking you was, is it something that you wanted to learn, or was it something you just negligent
in doing? Right.
Yes. So very recent, very, very recent, like today recent. So me knowing my wife, right? I know her very, very well. She asked me to get her a new battery weeks ago. She pops up and she goes to BJ's and gets her own battery. And she says, well, would you put it in? And I looked at the battery and I said, well, that's the wrong battery for your car. Right. And I mean, she was so graceful in this, and because I know she wanted to say, if you would have done it, you would have gotten the correct battery. But I had to do it myself, and do not say anything to me because I got the incorrect battery.
Yep.
So she'd asked me, she had the battery riding around in her car for probably a day or two.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
A month or so.
and so she's leaving out of town in the morning, and today's been very hectic for me. And so I was just like, man, I better get that battery in her car because it is not going to end well for me. So to your point, I have learned the hard way sometimes, and sometimes I've really been open and listening to understand those cues a little bit more, because they throw them out so subtly, right? And it's just so beautiful, and I just
Marcus said it's poetic.
In my maleness, sometimes I trip over it, or sometimes it hits me over the head, but sometimes I get it, and sometimes I just don't. And just because when I don't get it, she gives me grace.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
She don't destroy me because I didn't get it.
Right.
Because I could have gotten it, but I just didn't.
But I think one of the things that's so dope about them, and I think the reason why we just kind of say we're a mess, we're a trip, because they're not going to say it to uncover us. So it's kind of like, hey, how my trip? I don't know. You're great. I'm like, well, let me tell you what you told me. So I think that's dope. So this will be our last question. Me and Marcus, we already talked about this one.
Oh my!
So we just want to know y'all's opinion.
Another setup.
Would you say, as a wife and a mom, your aim is to be wanted or needed? And if y'all need an example, I'll give you the example we talked about.
Yeah, I want to hear. I'm not sure about Tracy, but I want to hear the example.
So-
I think I have a response.
Okay.
I think
So
I
what
have
y'all want a response for? Or you want to?
Give us the example,
Yeah.
please.
So Lady T just went to Italy. Okay. So this is supposed to be a vacation for her
Oh yeah.
away from us. But she set everything up so in a good way that we still needed her. Because there were meals for 8 days. There were waffles. There were pancakes. There were eggs. There were Tupperware with labels on them. There was 3 types of cereal. I got a menu of everything. I sent it to somebody like, yo, this is a lot. Like, well, breakfast, this is for you. This is for the boys.
Yeah.
There's vegan tofu chicken salad in there. There's carrot dogs. There's sauce in it. And I'm
You gonna
like,
snack on that.
so she's calling, hey, are y'all good? And I'm like, yeah, we're good. I'm going to do something with the boys. You know what a good idea would be? Take them to the movies.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. And I can order it. Now, she's in Italy on vacation, and I can order tickets for you and get them through.
That's 'cause I knew you didn't know how much it
And then get the popcorn and get this pack and And I'm like, man, she likes, and I could be wrong.
Right.
This is my
Yeah,
but she likes being needed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because to go across the water and be like, look, they're gonna have to figure it out. I'm on vacation. Like, it's like, do y'all need me? I'm like, no, we good. Well, maybe y'all can go bowling. Yeah. Or maybe you can go this and this. So in a mom and a wife, is there something in being needed? Or is this like, I'm doing what has to be done? Does it scratch your itch to be needed? So like, if we were like, hey, we good, go do it. And you're like, what y'all doing? Oh, we chilling. Boys good. We ate. What y'all eat? Oh yeah, I did it. We ate, we good. What about the movies? Oh no, I got that. I did it online and I took care of it. So y'all miss me? Yeah, we do. But look, we got to go. Bye-bye. So is there something in being needed? Like, no, I organized this for them. Or you feel like it's something you have to do? Or I get a joy in being needed in that area? Or running the house?
I don't know. For me personally, I'll say I think it may be some combination of both, right? As a wife, I definitely want to be wanted.
Okay, so it's wanted.
Yeah.
What's the difference between wanted and needed?
Because I feel like if you're just needed, then it's really more or less I'm assisting you in some way.
Okay, let's go one more step.
Okay.
What's the difference between wanted, needed, and necessary? Boom.
Oh, I like necessary. I want to think, and because what I was going to say as far as being a mom is, I think I want to be needed as a mother because
Okay.
that's
Okay. No. I think that's good.
Yeah.
As a mom, needed.
Yeah.
Okay. As a wife, what?
Wanted.
Wanted.
Yeah.
Wanted.
And in this marriage, necessary.
Okay. What do you say, Tracy?
I would say the exact same thing. I feel like a lot of needs can be met.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's good.
But his desire for wanting me is what I prefer.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. He could want a meal and he knows how to go get him a meal.
Right.
But the intangibles, stop.
You knew it was going to go there.
The intangibles that I bring,
Yes.
I am thrilled that he wants.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
So like a weight, I'm thinking about like, and I think because y'all are so dope. So if I go out of town and I come back into town, like this is pressure of having a good wife. This is a weight. So when I come back, when I'm picked up from the airport, there's like my favorite meal because I've been gone. So when she came back, I'm like, dang, I didn't think about that. Like, and it wasn't, I didn't care, but my mind just don't run like y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So she's like, wow, I can't wait to get home. So this is what I said. She said, wow.
This happened just yesterday.
She said, but then I see where I missed it, where I don't have to be crazy. She's like, wow, I can't. I said, what you gonna do when you get home? She's like, I've had pasta all week. I'm gonna get me some good food. So in my mind,
Take her go
thinking,
get some good food.
yeah. So when I left home for church,
Oh.
when I came home for church, I got the boys' food.
Yeah.
And I didn't eat.
Right.
Because in my mind, I'm thinking, we're gonna get to eat together.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So then I'm trying not to seem selfish. I'm like, I didn't ask it right.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to say, I was like, hey, what you gonna eat? What I asked something about eating.
Like, what would you like or something like
No, I don't think, what would you like? I said something, so then in my mind, like, oh, dang, that's not good.
What are we gonna have for dinner?
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
like
saying.
that. Yeah.
And
But
you're
I knew
like,
how to
what?
say- right.
I just got off the
Right.
plane.
An international flight.
Right. But my
But
intention,
that wasn't what you were saying.
that's not what I was saying. I
know.
was like,
What are
hey,
we gonna eat together?
Where are we going? I didn't.
Where
eat
are we gonna go?
also,
Right.
But then Tracy, it's so funny being married a long time. You hear the conversation in your mind because I was gonna say, I didn't eat all day because I was gonna eat with you.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, her mind, she's thinking, I ain't ate all day. You know what I'm saying? I can play and try to self-correct in my mind.
Right.
Because I know my intentions are good.
Yes, they
but
are.
like, dude, this is not coming out right. Because you already supposed to have something at the house, like ready. Like, because I come home, da-da! It's like, oh my God, we got Burger 5. You're ready, da-da-da. I'm like, dude, you're flunking. Even though my intentions are good.
But I think you probably, in fairness, I think you were drained from the.
No, I wasn't. I was trying to do something good. Don't try to make it.
From the getting the chair done.
Tracy, I was really trying.
That wore you out.
It did not. It did not. It showed me that I could have got it done a long time ago.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah. But I was trying. But I think what makes a good wife is that grace is given.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you know, what?
I think that goes both ways, though.
But I don't think that's in all relationships.
Yeah.
Because I could see that going.
Sideways quick.
See,
Quick.
I came home, ain't nothing here. When you come home, do I not have your favorite meal? I could just give so many examples how I met. I'll give y'all another one. So we were displaced for a minute. So we went home. She took a shower.
Yeah.
Said, hey, why don't we get something to eat? I'm like, cool. And then she's like, well, I'm going to take a shower. It's only going to take me 10 minutes.
Right.
So I was like, all right, cool. So she gets dressed. She said, where's the food? I said, I thought we would go get it together. My intentions are good.
Yes.
She said, I thought you would go get it. This is the kicker. Sis, this is the kicker. I said, I wouldn't have any idea what you want. So she said, and I said, I wouldn't know what to get. And I said, so because you want a salad with something on the side, and da-da-da, I'm the same person. I don't know what you would get, but I felt bad that I didn't know what she wanted.
Don't feel bad.
You would be that way too?
Yes.
But this is how you train a man. You can correct him and make him think like, I just messed up.
Yeah.
She said, that's okay. That's fine. So then I was like, yo, I feel really bad. I don't know what you want. But if she would have said to me, after 28 years, you don't know what I want? Oh my God. And then I would have said, you know what?
I don't care.
I don't care what you want.
So spoiler alert.
Yes.
That comment does come to her head. But she knows that that's not productive to
It's
say
not
that.
productive.
Right. It's not going to help this at all.
Yes. It's not going to help the situation.
So
it's not going to help the relationship
No.
or anything. But don't get it twisted. Those things do come to our heads.
So would you, if you were talking to some sisters, so one of the things I teach in premarital is slack. And I think when you give a man slack and he knows that he's missed it. Now, if he can't self-eternalize, I don't know if that's the right word, but anyway, if he can't internalize
Right.
that he messed up, then I think that's an issue. But I think he's like, dang, yo, that didn't sound right. But I want you to know that's not what I meant.
Right.
Because you know I love you, right?
Yeah.
Nate, I know that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know, So let me, I'm gonna do better. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this thing out. I'm gonna get it right. So then I care.
Yeah.
But if she said, see, I'm like, hey man, you know what?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about
now.
now.
That's not going to be productive.
No.
You know, just based on the 28 years of
Right.
relationship.
Yeah, because then I don't care.
Yeah, right. And ain't nobody eating.
It's no point in shutting you down at that
No.
point.
But I messed up.
Like you said, nobody's eating at that
eating.
point.
I messed up from the rising of the sun to the going down the same. But my intentions were good.
They were very good.
But I was like, this
But
is
you know
not,
what you just did, though, Nate?
What's that?
You have helped me out. Because she's about to go out of town.
Yeah.
When she comes back,
You gonna have it ready.
I'm gonna have a
You gonna
meal.
have it ready.
Well, you know what's the hard thing for
battery's
us?
gonna be in
the
there.
thing is hard for us to
put it
think
in
like
today.
them.
Oh, okay.
To think like them.
yeah.
Because that's a lot that doesn't innately come. Oh, let me have a special meal.
Yeah.
Let me have, I know he likes this. And then I'm going to have a dessert and this and this and this. And I'm just kind of like, I'm glad to see you. I'm going to stay down here and talk to you.
Yeah.
But I think when you have a wife that raises that bar so high, then you got to raise it's got to be right. Oh my God. It needs to be a napkin and a cold,
But see,
a cold seltzer water.
we're wired different, though, Nate.
Yes.
I mean, I think in this box, my thinking don't leave that box. When I'm in my box, I'm in that box. Women, they can do multi this and that, and they hear that they're doing all of that. I'm in that box, and what I gotta work on is widening that box and making sure that her interests, her likes, her wants, her needs are in that box, because my box is not going to change.
Right.
The thinking how I think in that box is not going to change.
Do you think it stretches longer you've been married?
Oh, is it? Oh my God.
Do you think your wife stretches that box or experiences stretches that box?
both?
Both. Yeah.
Both. Yeah. Yeah. I think both.
Did y'all's box already come stretched?
They don't even have a box.
No.
we don't. We don't have a box.
They don't have
Really?
a box.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We're flexible.
I
we
dare
kind of
say a
sway
box
with
is
it.
a luxury. No, I'm teasing, but it
It is a luxury to have a box.
It is, yeah.
Matchbox.
It's like this may be straying from the subject a little bit, but you and I, we watched, I think it was a movie. I don't think it was a documentary. I think it was a movie. And remember, it actually might have been a documentary. They were interviewing somebody and they were talking about the weight of her job, right? And maybe what the difference was between her being a woman in the job and a man. And so she was making the point, I think it was the female and not the guy, making the point that she had to go home and talk to her family about what it was going to mean to taking the job.
Is the president of IBM.
Yeah. Whereas a guy,
The female,
The black
Yep.
lady?
white lady.
could just say,
I think she was the former
yeah, because it's
CEO.
been a few years.
Yeah.
Okay. He could just say, I got a new job.
I take a job.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Give
it's
it to
not
me.
it's not the same.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was a
There is a
time
box.
period where I had a specific job that I thought that I was going to love.
Yep.
But the timing of it just did not work
Yes.
out.
Yes.
And I needed to put some other family needs ahead of that.
Yes.
And yes, I came home and of course he was fine with that.
Yeah.
But it's not the same.
It's not.
At all.
It's not.
Not at all. And that's the plight as women
So
that
there's
we
your
have
weight,
to deal
guys.
with.
So let me ask you this though. But I think, let me ask you. So I gave 4 examples because I don't care how I missed it. And I can say that because, but then if you look outward looking in, if you're outside looking in, it's kind of like, he's a bad husband. He needs help. And I think that's where the being vocal about where you missed it is so held to the chest.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm just like, oh yeah, I was trying to do something good.
Right.
Then it's like, oh my God, he's just so blessed to have her. Because how does she put up with him? I'm like, dude, first of all, nobody put up with nobody.
Right.
But you get what I'm saying? And I think I'm just like, listen, let me tell y'all what happened.
Yeah.
This is what my intentions were.
Right.
This is what happened.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better. I can share, learn from me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
But y'all dope. Y'all ain't got no way. I got problems. Let me get over there and lay down.
No, we got
Y'all talk-
Telling you.
It's
And
just,
I want you to make
different.
up one. Yeah.
No, but I mean, I like the example of the box that Marcus gave because I do think that is a gender, difference. And so that can be the fact that we don't have a box or the luxury of a box. I don't know. I don't think I've ever looked at it as if, oh, this is a plight, right? I just see it more as, okay, how are we going?
Plight, what do you mean? Help me out.
Like a weight. I don't
Okay.
see it as a burden because I don't know. I've been a female all my life, right? So
but work
black
is
female,
work
like
is
that.
work is weight though, isn't it?
yes,
So marriage takes work.
a marriage
It does.
takes work.
So it's a weight.
Yes. But I think just when you're thinking about even like lifting weights, right? Or gaining muscle or getting stronger in a relationship, that pressure, almost to the example that Marcus used, is a healthy pressure, right? So I don't see it so much as a negative. When those thoughts come to my mind about, oh, I may not be able to do this because I'm choosing to do this instead, I don't necessarily see, to me, that's like adding.
Okay, so take the word weight out of it.
Yeah.
Then what are those things?
Pressure.
Pressure.
Just pressures.
Just
Okay.
pressures.
And
Yeah.
we
What
all
kind of
have
pressures do y'all deal
Yeah.
with? Because I'm not a wife, and so tell me some pressures. I will take the weight word out of it.
I mean, we have tons of pressures that you guys don't know about.
Like what?
Perry meaning one.
Yes.
I'm just,
Well, I mean, we got women looking at it, so we're trying to.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you?
if
what
you're
would y'all say?
perimenopausal or you're
Yes.
menopausal, postmenopausal, I mean,
You're always
yes.
many
Many
pauses.
pauses.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, Marcus laughs at me because sometimes I'm going through stages where I get hot,
Yeah.
and it used to be I was cold all the time. And he's like, she was just cold. Her feet were freezing, but now she's flicking the covers off, turning on 3 fans.
Yes.
Yeah. And then in about maybe 45 seconds later,
You'll be all right.
turning fans
Yeah.
off or, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But you all don't go through that. So you don't understand those weights, the aches that goes on in our bodies where sometimes doctors can't even give us the real reason, but it's because of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this: what weights do you think men go through? Because, and this is just for conversation.
Yeah.
You're saying, oh, men wouldn't understand the weights that we deal with. What weights do you think we deal with that y'all wouldn't understand?
For me, one that I see and recognize quite a bit is being a black man in America.
Okay.
I've been with Marcus many times where I have felt the apprehensions of others because he was just taking up space.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying anything. He wasn't doing anything. He was just existing.
Yeah.
And I think that's a way that I can't necessarily understand or feel because I'm a female, but I do, I do have some feeling about it. It's not a good feeling when you see a black man walking down the street and you hear
Yes. Yes.
no.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not something that I necessarily deal with,
Right.
but I've seen it happen before.
Yeah.
That's one. I think another is, doing your best to be a good provider. That's a weight. Lots of times men have to deal with things that they don't want to deal with. But in order to make sure that their homes are working sufficiently the way they planned it, then, you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What would you say?
Yeah. I mean, if I totally agree with those 2 examples she gave already, but I think if I was going to add to that, then on top of that, and it, or coupled with those things, would be the fact of just parenting even. You know, I know we're talking about relationships specific to marriage and ours in particular, but I think, you know, there are stereotypes that, again, as a Black male, and many men maybe, I don't know. Because, you know, you think back, just last month was Father's Day, and you and I had several conversations just about how people see it. You know, when we were asking for suggestions about how to celebrate even here at the church, a lot of what was given was like satire, comical. To me, I thought offensive. Like,
Yes.
you know, you see on different TV shows where they're interviewing dads. Tell me your kids' birthdays. What are their schools? You know, and so I was like, no, I mean, that's not the dad I know him to be. Mm-hmm. So, that type of, view of how people see you, without even knowing you. And like, even, you know, like Tracy was saying, I have seen, even in situations like just being in an elevator, yes, how people respond to, you know, your presence, your being in that elevator with them, even if I'm there with you. Yes. And that, to me, especially just being married to you, but also being a mother of sons, is kind of like, that's a weight that I can't comprehend. Right. And I don't even really, you know, I want to address it, but it's like, you know, that's something that you're going to have to always deal with, you know, and women have to deal with many positives.
Well, there you go. You can't handle the whole weight. Episode 16, The Straight Since 88. Set them straight, like with Lynn Swan.
So good, guys.
Good night.
Thank y'all. Good night.
Thank you.
Time to set it straight. 88.